Welcome to Chalk and Cheese Podcast. One DJ, podcast, one comedian, and two other guys. Chalk and Cheese. Come on.
Begging it.
Chalk and cheese, get him a quiet please. Chalk and cheese podcast. Put a podcast. Welcome back to Chalk and Cheese Podcast, episode 32. Wagwan, my peoples.
I'm impressed you actually know which episode.
Yeah, it's there.
I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking that was the one part you were gonna get wrong.
Yeah, he wasn't even prompted, so that's good, man.
Listen,
Respect.
man, we got a special guest in the house tonight.
No, just return.
Apart from White Yardie, big up White Yardie on his tour.
Yeah.
Big up White Yardie on his comedy tour in Toronto. Big him up for that. Hey,
Canada, it's Canada.
Toronto's Canada.
He went around Canada, he didn't just do Toronto.
No, yeah, and you went to Winnipeg,
Calgary,
and
he basically went to every city that has an NHL team in
so
Canada.
were all the shows good?
NHL.
hockey.
Ice hockey.
Oh, okay.
Right, boy.
So not every city over there have it.
Is there only three?
No, in Toronto, in Canada, he went to all the cities he went to all have a.
But are they the only three that have it?
No, I said he went to all the cities that have. Don't start, man.
You went to all the cities that have electricity. Yeah.
What I'm saying,
traffic lights.
Congratulations. Well
Buildings,
done.
They've all got buildings. And people.
See how we started. See how we started this.
No, but like because that was a fact. I thought
it wasn't a fact. I didn't say. Did you hear me say fact? I said all the cities he went to.
The way you pointed it out was like
he went to all the cities that have NHL team.
All right, so the way he sounded, it was like they're the only three.
Okay,
there's only four.
All right, sorry.
What was your best place?
That's how you made it sound.
What's the most liveliest place you performed at?
Them all was good. But it was nice to go Winnipeg for the first time. Because I've been to the other ones before. Winnipeg, sorry. Not even them can pronounce it. Not even them. Hey, listen, tell you, man. You get some joke sometime when you go out some different places. Imagine me I do the show, right? And this Rasta brother come sit at the front. And him with him girlfriend. And him girlfriend she look mixed with, I don't know what, but she mixed. And I said to the Rasta brother, I saw him sit down and say, "What going on, Rasta, you good?" Now, I expect Rasta to be like, "Yeah, man, bless her." He's like yeah, bro, all good, man.
Like he's a surfer.
Yeah.
My man was ready to catch a riptide.
Yo, the way man just threw me off that.
But that's what you do to people.
Yeah, that's what
He didn't know. He didn't know what to do. He turned off his whole.
No, but this is what he does.
No, but that was the Rasta man. Cause even afterwards, after the show, he's still like that. Yeah,
no, but
bro,
what I mean is, when people hear you speak, you throw them off like that as well. Somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, man," you're like, "Yo, what?"
No.
So it's the same.
It's crazy. But yeah, Winnipeg was nice. We got for the first time, and it's nice, man. The place nice. I get to see people where I supported for a long time and that. So yeah, man.
So big at everyone, all of the Canadas, the people that listen,
All of the Canadas,
the Canadians,
all of the Canadas.
So you can point.
No, because you went. Take that.
Point out.
No, but you did say that though. You said big up all of the
I know what I
Canadas.
said. I know what I said. I know what I said. I know what I said.
Big up all of the USAs.
It's okay. It's okay. Because you're the speaky-spokey one that
Bristol.
often gets things wrong.
Big up Bristol.
That too. Big up Bristol. Done now. It's in Wales. Done now.
Yeah. It's all right. But yeah, big up all of the Canadians that are listening. Next time, Yardie said he's going to bring us all out with him. So cool. This is going to be a quick episode.
Listen.
We've got special guests in the building.
We got a special guest in the building, and she is a retired porn star. Still in the sex industry though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and her name is.
Hold on, I'm going for 1 week and what?
All right, basically.
The podcast changed.
No, basically.
Real porn star. Harmony Reigns. Big up.
Big up Harmony Reigns, man. Welcome. All right, basically last week, Yardie, we had a conversation. We started talking about porn. He had a question about porn, and then we went into this whole thing about porn. Now, obviously, no one is in the industry, so his friend said that she'll come and explain the industry from an insider's perspective, because some of us have some wild views. So that's what's happened.
And they're very inaccurate.
Talking to the mic.
You told me I could speak that far.
You said you're speaking louder.
Oh, shut up.
Exactly.
So they're very inaccurate.
Is that okay?
That's right.
Yeah.
In what way?
What should I talk about? What I listened to when I heard you guys talking?
Yeah, I rated porn stars. You heard me.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said that.
Chris.
Okay. Do you remember the comment that you made?
straight away.
All right, let's not talk about them parts, but let's.
So you already, do you remember the comment you made about semen and that box and you would never do it and okay, we're meant to be friends, Chris. We're meant to be friends.
All right, what I think we should do is get a bit of information about you.
Okay, yeah.
And like, what got you into the industry?
Stop laughing. Yeah, just stop.
Like, what got you into
all right, so I started in 2011, 2012. Yeah. So what's that, like, I'm nearly 20, like 8 years I've been in the industry. I started out, I was a dancer. I started stripping. And at that time, I was in a relationship. So my other half was...
Sorry, when you was dancing, did you ever see Shabba?
No, me and Shabba know each other from Sunday Show. I used to run the VIP in Sunday Show.
Oh, so it wasn't from the dancing?
No. So...
Because he used to be a dancer.
He used to be a dancer, but I used to dance on a different wavelength from Shabba.
No, I think he did the same as well.
Yeah, I don't think... You was never a dream boy, was you?
No.
So... Yeah. So basically, I used to run VIP in sound.
Yeah.
And
he told us.
Yeah. So that's how we go way back from there. And then I ended up going down a whole different route, the adult industry. Started out as a stripper.
What got you into it? Oh, so you.
Yeah. So I started out, I was stripping, and these times my other half was a man, but I like girls. I was always into women. I met a porn star in the strip club, and she basically told me about this show Shebang. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Shebang. It's old school. It was a Scottish lady called Amanda Randall who used to run it. And she basically told me it was in the jewellery court in Farringdon, and you just get paid to basically fuck around with girls. So for me, I'm like, so I can get paid to fuck pretty girls for fun. Like, are you serious, on like a private member show? So I spoke to my other half. I said, babe, so yeah, can I go have some fun with some women? He was like, why not? So that's how I originally got into it.
Did he get a bring in too?
Oh yeah, he's still active. He's still in the industry.
No, I'm saying when he told you to go fuck other women, could he have these women as well, or he just let you do it by yourself?
So what you mean, like just in our personal life?
Because if my woman came up to me and said, "Oh,
but
babe,
Chris, it's work, bro. It's work."
No, yeah, but I'm saying,
so you mean in our civilian relationship? I used to bring girls home to him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So I'm very open. But in regards to porn, obviously I was brand new to porn. Like I was only like 20. So yeah, I did this girl thing, and within maybe like 6 weeks of it coming out, everyone knew. The guy lost my virginity to, who's now a teacher in my school, so everyone like came to him. Like, it was just crazy. It was just mad.
Hold on, was he a teacher at the time?
No, he was a teaching assistant.
He should be locked up.
He was 18, I was 16, so it was like the headmaster gave us permission, but he had his own office and things like that.
The headmaster gave you permission to
be together, yeah. Basically, he was doing a gap year before uni. I know this, but we're going back. I don't think that this would be okay now, but it worked for me. That's
wild.
Yeah, basically, I was in my last year of high school. I was in my last year of high school.
He met you when you're 15. That's some grooming thing.
Well, he was.
Go to jail.
Yeah. Well.
So anyway, let's forget that.
Anyway,
too late.
Yeah. So anyway, I did this girl thing, and me being very naive, I didn't actually watch porn. I didn't really know what porn was, and I never classified girl as porn. I just thought it was fun. I never, do you know what I mean? So it went everywhere. Like, every single person that's ever met me saw this video, because what they did, it made a feature advert on Pornhub, because basically, I don't know how I did it, because I'd never done it before, but the girl squirted everywhere, and it was like this big thing, and they put it on an advert on Pornhub, and my face,
I'm like, still on there? Can I type it up?
It's from years ago. Maybe I'll have a look. And so I kind of looked at it, and it was either like my family found, and I was just looking at this thing, and I thought, okay, either I can hold my head in shame and be like, oh, okay, sorry, I made a mistake, or I can run with it. Now that I've made my bed, I'm just gonna try and become one of the best. Why not? And for me, when I saw the video, it didn't embarrass me.
What makes a best porn star? You say become the best.
As in, like, I wanted to I wanted to make waves in the industry. I didn't want to just be that one girl that did that video and it's like, oh no.
You wanted to be
I wanted to be
queen
internationally
fucker.
known, which I am now. So
Fine.
do you know what I mean? But yeah.
The way I said that, you want to be a queen fucker.
So I think as well, it was more a pride thing, because you know some people were like, oh, what have you done? Oh, and all this. So I said, fuck it. I said, all right, watch this. And then obviously ended up doing boy girl. I was still with the same man. We were together 4.5 years. And then after about a year, I got him into the industry as well. So then he obviously got into it, but but yeah, it went from there.
You were in a relationship.
Yeah.
And did he know you was in
Boy,
the
girl.
doing boy
Yeah,
girl?
obviously we discussed it. I said to him, I was like,
Well,
at the end of
how
the
do you
day-
discuss that, yo, babes? So yeah, you know me, I go.
Right, so he knew people in the industry, and he was aware that, because the thing is, once you're aware of what porn is and the dynamics of how porn is shot, you have a completely different mindset on. You don't look at your woman like she's being fucked by another man. It's a whole different, even though yes, you're being penetrated, yes, there is dick in the vagina, but it's a professional. It's hard to explain unless you've been there and you've done it, and you're
explain it. That's what we're here to understand, blood.
I
It's
don't
not like
understand
real
that.
Is that just what you have to tell yourself?
No, it's
Because-
genuinely. What do you mean?
Like, do you have to tell yourself? Do you have to put yourself in a different space? Because no matter how it goes,
Yeah.
you're having sex, innit?
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
We're not like, obviously we're.
So you're not in
aware
love,
of
you're
that.
not whatever. I get that, but you're having sex, innit? So
Yeah.
the fact is,
like a
And you're
one-night
having
stand.
sex on camera.
yeah. So you saying it's not sex,
Well,
it's something different, it's professional. Is I feel like it sounds like you tell yourself that in order to
Because if that was the case,
to make it easier to get through.
Because if that was the case, like a lot of girls, if it was just sex, a lot of girls take cocaine. A lot of girls numb their thing a lot of girls numb their pain, innit? Because it's kind of like a painful experience.
So is that
if it was just work, then why would they?
But what makes you think it's a painful experience? Is that from what the society has told
But
you?
a lot of girls
women go
a lot
through
of girls
in
get
porn?
why do they go on a lot of drugs as well before they have
But
sex?
who
Is it
told
to
you
kind of
these-
numb their?
Only porn girls are on drugs. Like what? Who?
All right. I don't
how
know
do
where
you
he went with the drugs.
specifically
I don't
know
know
where he
what
went
I'm
with
saying.
drugs.
What do you know
See, I
people
lied
on a
back, you went.
personal
Where I wanna come
level
from.
All right, listen.
that take drugs
All right,
to do
listen.
porn?
What's her name?
No, you don't.
What's her
Harmony.
name?
Harmony.
Don't answer that.
Okay.
Answer my question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, okay.
Because
so
you cut
for
me. You cut me to talk about foolishness.
I totally get so. To me, it was only until I did porn that I understood how different it was from having civilian sex. Do you know what I mean?
Civilian. You sound like you're in the army. Like.
No, but we call it. For us, it's like civilian sex because it is different from being porn. Like when on a porn shoot, there is multiple people there. You've got like a hair and makeup artist, a sound manager, a hair fucking.
It's probably like a
costume
normal,
design.
like a
It's
film
a
shoot,
normal
video
fi-
shoot.
and there is so much going on. And a lot of the films that I did, the guys didn't even speak my language, so we had a translator. So it's hard to kind of see that as actual sex or it feel like sex when there's all of this. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because I think people just kind of see porn and they think, because that's another thing, porn, the 30 minutes that you see, it took me
30 minutes.
the 40 minutes. No, but say
30 minutes.
Say
Some man will watch it every 3 minutes.
no, but okay, say if you see like a full porno is like what 30-45 minutes long. That porno took us 8 to 10 hours to film. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like you're just in there getting whacked out and then done. It's hard to, for us, we can't
8 hours.
just
So
classify.
what would you?
Oh, okay. So do you want me to tell you a full like porn how it
Yeah,
how
please.
it holds?
Like,
Okay.
how would it-
I'm here
So for
8 hours.
example,
That's mad.
all right. So this is how porn is shot. So you come in.
Sorry, 8 hours. But such a pre the whole team.
But you don't get fucked for 8 hours. But this is what I'm saying. That's why when you see the video, you don't realize how much is actually
Yeah,
gone
but I
into
guess
film
it's
that video.
I guess like
like
doing
acting,
but it's like doing a music video. For example, like you could be doing a music video
take a whole day,
for a whole day, 2
Yeah.
days,
Yeah.
and it's a 3-minute video.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I understand
we
you got to
don't-
take
so-
multiple
so we-
shots. Understand?
So how we see it is we more remember how long it took to film as the actual sex. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's not just because you guys only see the sex and we've had to do a whole lot of shit beforehand and the sex is like the last part of the day. Do you know what I mean? So like if you start, so you come in, you do like glam stills, so solo shots of just like the woman. You go into hair and makeup. You obviously have to do all this filming where you say you're not high, you're not on drugs. You sign all the, you have to sign all these contracts on camera, especially for something like Brazzers, things like that. You've got to like, there's a lot of paperwork that goes into it. You then, depending on what the script is, you shoot the comedy. You shoot the comedy part of it.
That's the Shabba's bit.
Why can't it be Chris or Yardie's piece?
Because the milkman and
fireman.
So you shoot the comedy part, and then you have to film the entire scene in pictures. So you have to film sex stills, including the fake cum shot, because all the pictures that you see on the internet, if it's a glam still of a cum shot, the cum's not real.
It's Gaviscon or something.
Gaviscon mixed with spunk lube. I don't know how you seem to.
What's Gaviscon?
You told me.
In Croatia.
In Croatia.
Oh, okay. So we've already had this conversation.
What's Gaviscon?
You know the heartburn because of the
I've heard
consistency, and if you're taking it in your mouth, you don't want to take like lube in your mouth because it tastes like shit. It's lube and it's not meant to be ingested. So you take Gaviscon mixed with like yogurt, things like that. So you film the entire.
Never look at Mullah again.
You film the entire scene in sex stills, and a lot that can take up to like 2 hours in itself. And you're not at your fake fucking. It's all because it has to be. You have to freeze so that the camera can get a perfect shot so it can go in a picture. Then you have to stop hair and makeup again, clean all of these things. They might have to film more acting. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. And then with the set, you also, for a lot of the top companies like Brazzers, Playboy, you have to film the entire scene in a soft scene where you're not actually being penetrated, because those kind of scenes, if hotels buy these scenes, a lot of the packages, they're not actually allowed to show full penetration due to licensing and stuff. So you have to film the entire scene first with the guys not even fucking you.
That's
so
mad.
it's completely.
So you got to film a
faked.
soft porn and a hard
porn, yeah. And then a lot of, during the hard scenes as well. Like for example,
your subscription shit.
But can you imagine that though? Dave's been on the road all day. I live watching some porn. What the fuck is this shit?
So you see a lot of. So it's all, you have to be completely closed. So there's all. And obviously the guy's not even got hard on, so it's all fake, and you just have to fake this whole
dry
thing.
humping.
All right, so listen. So why I get my first question, let's try and get back to that. Do you, when you say that you guys don't view it as sex because it's
no, I'm not, we view it's penetration, of course it is, but to us it's not the same as if we was laying down with someone in our personal life, because it's not emotion. Emotionally it's not the same. It doesn't physically feel the same. A lot of the guys in porn as well, they inject their dick, so they don't even feel. Okay. So,
inject the dick?
Yeah. So like,
shit.
Nah,
I don't know what kind of porn you guys watch, but if you've seen things like,
I don't really watch porn.
Okay. Well, so say you've got a scene where you see a girl taking multiple dick in her arse, and you see guys with like 3 dicks in the arse. I've never done this. I've never done anal. So
you know what? Sorry. I've always
think
think that's wild. You know. Because I can't make my things touch another man's things.
But these guys have been, but if you think about it, the guys has injected. He doesn't feel the other guy's dick. That's how he can. So this is what I'm saying. It numbs. So when guys come to me and say they want to be a porn star, I'm like, half the time these guys can't feel shit when they're fucking. It's just a show.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's you know.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm not understand what you're saying, because for me, sex, when you're having sex, regardless if there's 20 people in the room, regardless if it's getting paid to do it, regardless of any situation, sex is sex.
Yeah.
Whether the guy is feeling it or not, it's sex. It's penetrating.
So what is the problem just with it being on camera?
It's not even just being on camera. It's that, like, me personally, I couldn't date somebody in that industry.
Yeah.
Like, that's honest truth. Like, I couldn't be at home knowing my girl's like, all right, babe, I don't have to work tonight.
But then,
and
then 8 hours,
come home,
8 hours of fight.
8 hours,
8 hours is a lot. It's been a long day, yeah. How long? Like,
how was work today, babe?
Man, like, it's crazy.
Which is totally understandable.
walking
A lot
like a
of
cowboy.
people, it's how, obviously for you, how you view it, and you're allowed to have that opinion.
I believe, I'm not gonna be real, because this is a chalk and cheese. We're not really, like, filter nothing. He did have other girls while he was dating you. because
Probably
for him
did.
feel comfortable knowing you going to work
He
to
had
have
to have
sex
had
with
that.
the next man.
He had to.
He had other girls like, yeah, man,
He
yeah,
did.
it's fine. That 8 hours you're gone, he's like, that's 8 hours for me to do what I need to do. I'm telling you, I don't believe that he was fearful.
was there with me.
Or was it about the money?
Because you have extras in porn and things like
So
that.
he
He's
came-
been an extra in porn.
Was he your manager?
He's been,
Window cleaner?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Window
No, but and we've both been. So obviously, getting off this fact, he's got nothing to do. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying that there is men that can understand. Like, a lot of the people that are in porn are married to people that have normal jobs. There are a lot of porn stars are married. They're married to normal men, and it's just how.
But even that, like when you said to me, when I hear that now, I'm like, the men that probably they are getting married to are men that fantasize about porn stars are wanting to have a wife like a porn star wife, to have that that fantasy.
Not necessarily, you know.
That's how I feel.
I think there's more people.
Would you marry a porn star?
But I can't say yes or no, because you know,
Would you
no.
marry a porn
I'm gonna
star?
be honest. Here's why I'm saying that though. First and foremost though, because the one thing that you have to understand, you know, is there are a lot of people that are liberal. Yeah, there are a lot of people that are liberal in it. So there's people that are married to strippers.
Because she's here.
No, I'm not sugarcoating it because she's here. I just said at the end of the day, there's people that are married to strippers that strip daily, that will go out and do a private dance and may even do something in the back room. But I'm saying it in the state of, just because a guy is with a woman that does is a sex worker, it doesn't mean that guy, he must be a guy to fantasize about this woman, or he could just see it in a different way.
That it is just a job, and a lot of men. I don't try and make anyone feel like they should like to accept it. Everyone has their, you have your own views, and obviously you have you want to be with a certain woman, but there are men that can genuinely switch off from the fact of what it's just a job.
Yeah, but I agree with you, because there's some men who are willing to watch their woman even if it isn't porn with other men. There's people that do that thing.
But
you see,
Ceesix, that's what I'm saying. That's
fantasy
fantasies. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that some man will like the whole idea of my wife's a porn star, so when he's talking to his friends have that that it's like a it's almost to him like it's not like a power trip, but just to know that all these men wish they had my wife. You know what I mean? Like type of thing. I want to sleep with my wife. They get like, you know what I mean? Like there's
then some men that don't even talk about their partners, or women, because there's men that do porn that they're with someone that doesn't do porn, and they just don't discuss it. It's your job, leave it at work. So there's some people, so when you say it's just them, there's people that just go, do you know what, that's your job. Like friends of mine have got a partner, this is what I do, say no more about it. They said okay, that's it, and leave it at work.
I think you can grow to everybody's got a different tolerance level. Me personally, I couldn't handle it,
and that's okay. And you're allowed to feel like that.
I honestly, like, clearly you're here. I've never met a porn star, and you come across respectable and stuff. But I personally, I don't really respect the industry.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I mean, I retired last year. I haven't shot a scene in a very long time. So obviously, I'm talking. Obviously, I don't currently do it. Yeah,
but I've got daughters. And I would be devastated. Like it would break my heart if they got into porn. It would break my heart.
I think most people. I don't think any mum or dad, like any person or anyone in the industry, has ever gone home and gone, "Mum, Dad, I do porn," and they go, yes.
No, I'm not saying that. But
I think genuinely all parents are like that.
If I feel that way about it, I have to. I have to be true to myself in it and say, if I'm not happy for my daughter to do it, because I'd be devastated. I wouldn't be happy for my woman to do it. Do you see what I'm saying? I wouldn't be happy for my sister to do it. So therefore, I mustn't respect the women that do it. Because I look at it as sex. You say you look at it different. That's why I said, it's still sex. That's why I asked, do you tell yourself something different?
It's just how it is different. But I understand it is like, I'm not saying it's not sex. It is, but there's more to it than just the sex aspect. It's not just
women.
No, but listen to this. Check this. Watch this. All right. So would you be upset if your man cheated on you?
I don't know how he could.
What do you mean?
Because I have no problem with being in an open relationship. Like I don't as long as see
no, but
me,
that's what I'm saying. If he cheats,
My type of girl.
wait, hold on.
My type of girl.
you mean cheat, but this okay.
Open relationship means he's telling you he's seen other people.
Yeah, well, this is because that's what do you classify as cheating? Fucking someone else? Because I don't class that as cheating.
Is that something that you've taught yourself because of the industry?
No. That's just I've always been like before.
Cheating then?
It's when you do it behind someone's back. If
So
you're
what-
very
that's what I'm saying.
open,
If
yeah.
he-
If you're
So if he didn't do it, if he literally never told you, like you gone out of the house and then you
I
come
don't
home.
understand what the point. I'm confused.
You come home one day and catch him having sex with
But
a
what has that
girl.
got to do with porn,
Just hear what I'm saying now. Would you be angry coming home and catching him in the house having sex with a girl that you didn't know nothing about? He didn't even tell you he was gonna be in the house. As far as you was concerned.
Yeah, that's disrespectful to anyone. Like.
So, but you'd feel how would you be upset that he's sleeping with another girl, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. So if you're gonna be upset with him sleeping with another girl, it's the same way of saying he's going to work to sleep with girls and girls and girls and girls. It's just that you have video
because
evidence.
one you don't know about and one you
No, it's still sleeping with multiple people and being in a relationship.
I know it is. I know.
You're sugarcoat the thing for real, Shabba. Like, I'm not sugarcoat the thing. Like,
If you're working and getting paid, and it's a professional performance,
wouldn't you say it's close borderline prostitution?
Pardon?
Wouldn't you say it's close borderline prostitution?
What, selling sex?
Yeah, no, being a porn star is borderline or close to being prostitution.
What do you classify as prostitution? Because if both
Buying
of them are getting
pum-pum.
paid, but if the man's getting paid and the woman's getting paid,
Yeah.
are they both prostitutes together?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not
Well,
just saying.
then if
I'm not just saying
that's fine.
women.
If it's
I'm not just saying
prostitution,
women.
it's
I'm saying
prostitution.
the two actors in the porn.
I don't
scene
think it's prostitution.
That's not prostitution.
Okay, hold on. They're both getting paid
But it's like
to
a-
have
So
sex.
So that means you would call an actor. That means
hold on.
Will Smith,
So
Halle Berry, all these people. They must be.
How?
No, they're not having sex.
How?
What the
No,
Shabba, man?
I'm asking you though, because
No,
you see it on
listen.
film. No, I'm saying
hold on.
no. Understand my logic in what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, go on.
And what he's basically saying is that if you see two people on screen and as though they're having sex, yeah, he's basically saying that the man and the woman are both.
No.
I'm just playing the
Bro,
advocate.
you're turning up one day. Hold on.
Let me.
Shabba, you're turning up one day. You're turning up to work on a day. Someone's paying you to sleep with a woman you never meet before in your life.
Yeah.
You meet, this is the first time. She probably don't even speak the same language as you, as what Harmony said. There's been shots where she don't even know what they're saying. Yeah, you could be sleeping with a racist white woman who calling your names in her language while you're doing it. Just the record, it was with the camera evidence to show who said it, and not me. Anyway, and I'm saying to you is you're both getting paid to have sex while other people watch.
Yardie, listen. Let me
And
answer.
you think that's the same
1 second.
as if you went
No, I'm
home
saying
and
it's close. That's why I said it's close borderline.
Hold on, hold on. Harmony, hold on. Harmony.
If I went home and found my man cheating, you're saying that's the same as if he goes to work.
No, I'm
But
saying it's
All
not.
right,
saying,
hold on.
I'm
Let
saying-
me answer. Yardie, 1 second. Let me try and answer that. Yeah. Why I say it's different is because when you do a prostitute sells sex for someone else's gratification. They sell sex. It's a transaction between one person buying. It's someone buying sex. This is not that. They're both being. They're selling the idea of sex for people to watch at home.
No, but they're having sex.
Yeah, but they're not.
So it's not the idea.
No,
they're
no.
doing
They're
sex.
said no. What porn does is it sells the idea of sex for other people to watch.
It's
not
not a fantasy.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
fantasy.
No, hold on. Let
So
me.
no, it's not
Wait,
one
one
check
second.
one,
One
yeah.
second. The transaction of someone coming into a place, buying pum pum, getting satisfied himself, leaving. Another man buying pum pum, getting satisfied for himself and leaving. That's a complete
But the
different
woman-
transaction. A complete different transaction. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't think that they're the same.
That's why
I
said
don't
it's
respect them.
borderline
I'm not
because
gonna.
the reason I say it's borderline because just even with the terminology that you use just
Basically,
now,
you think
somebody
selling
like
sex,
Shabba,
selling
somebody
any
like
form of selling sex is prostitution. That's what you
it's
think.
close to it because
if that's how you view it,
Shabba has a
then-
premium membership, so he's paying for satisfaction because somebody else got paid to have sex.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
get what you're saying.
borderline
I get what you're saying, but I think
That's what I'm saying.
you're looking at.
I'm not saying they are prostitutes.
Yeah, I think you're looking at it in a very simplistic way.
Yeah, because
Like,
what
and
I'm
I
trying to
don't
break down
think it's the same.
Because and this is a simple thing is
You don't like that. You don't like that.
harmony. It's not even like when it's not attack at you or anything like that. It's a conversation like this. Yeah, is whenever there's a situation, right, and whoever the person is that's in that situation
Yeah.
will only can see it from their side. So even if you say to them, take yourself out of the industry and look at yourself as a civilian, as you say, right? How would you actually feel about it, not knowing nothing about the industry?
And
it's very hard for you to give an honest opinion on it because you've been in it. You understand what I mean?
You know what it is? I can totally understand. Like, that's why I've never ever said to anyone, like, I've never tried to make people respect porn or understand porn, because it's not for everyone.
Sorry, let me ask you a question. What about
them big titty there?
do you,
man.
I just said in
No,
can I just say that wasn't Chris, that was Riverdon that just turned up. That was Riverdon.
Chris is just there by himself with the mic commentating like
the Monday, you know, all up on the mic. So listen, do you feel that you get respect from the general public or people that know about it?
Do you know what? I don't care. Like, personally, I
you
don't.
Got fans.
What just happened?
Just
Sorry.
now, just now.
Croatia.
No, listen to what. Listen to what Shab. Well,
Just
no,
now.
this is quite funny.
Just now, when I went outside,
Shab,
to meet her to come into the
got
podcast,
lost.
she got lost. She's on the phone, and then some guy says, "Excuse me." Like, she asked for directions, and the guy says, "Excuse, are you Harmony Reigns?"
Yeah, she
random.
And
the guy was, she was like, "Yeah," and the guy's like, "Oh, can I get a picture, please?" And so on and so forth.
The only one on the street, it just had to be him.
Yeah, she got bare fans, bare respect. When I was in Croatia,
no. Listen, there's a difference between fans and people that know what you do and getting respect. Now, you say you don't care, but I'm just wondering. But everybody does care.
Okay, for me personally, so I'm the kind of person where whether you love me or you hate me, that's your personal problem. Either way, I'm comfortable in what I've done. I've profited from what I've done. And I'm able to live my best life now and go on a whole different path because of my porn history. So whether or not people say I don't respect you, that's fine. I respect myself, and that's all that matters.
Do you find that men just want to sleep with you because of what you did?
Well,
like as Yardie said about being a fan.
Yeah, well, that would be dumb. If I turned around and said no,
but I think
it's
even
whether
if
or not
they
I
didn't
allow
know
them
she
to
did
try and sleep
porn,
with
them
me.
big titty there, boy.
Oh, come on, behave yourself, man.
I cashed in on the well.
No, but honestly, like, do you think, like, so this guy outside, for example, he might not have said it, but like in his mind, he might.
But I have to accept that I've become a sex symbol and a fantasy fuck to a lot of these guys. I make money still from that. Do you know what I mean? So guys, of course, but I'm okay with that. They don't have to. They're not going to get they're not going to be able to come and fuck me. But if you want to sit at home and fantasize me, that's fine.
So you say you're not. You've retired
from
from the porn. Are you still? What are you doing now in the sex industry?
So I earn ad revenue from Pornhub. So every porn star gets a Pornhub profile.
Premium card.
I had it signed over to me. So I now basically get paid per view. So all of the stuff I've done previously, I earn ad revenue from that. I have my own personal members site. I run a sex chat line, and I also do cam shows. So everything is still nothing. I don't have any physical contact with anything. It's all done from my house, from my office. But I'm still technically classified as a porn star. I'm still technically classified as being in the adult industry, but I just have moved on from being an active, hardcore performer.
And you say you want to go uni now and stuff, right?
Yeah, I start uni in September.
All right, so what is it?
I'm able to put myself through uni. Do you know what I mean? So when people say,
is that to come out of the porn industry, or are you still gonna stay in it?
No, when I go for what I want to do, for what I want to go to uni for, it's like I'm hitting 30 in a couple of years. I always said that my 20s were going to be reckless and I was going to have a great time. But when I hit 30, I'm going to be going on a completely different path. Do you know what I mean?
What was you going to say about the respect thing? Just a minute ago before you changed you said, so when you said I'm putting myself through uni. So when people talk about the respect thing, and then he jumped in and cut you.
I don't know.
Okay.
Respect. So the respect, like, for me, it's like I don't seek respect from. It's like if people say I don't respect you, I'm like, that's fine. You don't have to respect me. And another thing as well for me, and especially in this industry, when you're getting paid per views, whether you have people looking at you for a negative reason or if they're looking at you for a positive reason, you're getting paid from their positivity or their negativity. So people will go out of the way to look at you and be like, look at this dumb bitch, but you've just paid me because you watched me. So for me, it's like, respect me or not, you're still benefiting my life.
But do you think that, like, if the money wasn't good, you would have still got in the industry? Like, say like it paid the same as working in Tesco's, for example, but you just like the industry. Would you get into it for like, or was it just for was money the major thing?
Do you know what it is? It's hard to say that, because, you know, like, for me, porn was a platform, because I make more money now than I did in porn. So
you're making it from porn? From
being Harmony Reigns. So
no, but you're getting it from the videos that you made doing porn. So from those videos that I did, I now have solo websites. Okay, and I do. The cam shows make more money than
my fans that know me. Now I make money from doing cam shows and things like that. So obviously, without doing that, I wouldn't be able to do this now.
So do you think? Because obviously, it probably makes a lot of money. Do you think that is that one of the main reasons why you got into it? Because there's a lot of things that make money. Like, there's some people that there's some people that make money by doing things that are not right, or do you know what I mean? But because you can anyone can justify things like money. It's like when they say stuff like, "Oh, would you kill your mum for £5 million?" They only have to add the £5 million because then it makes something so stupid and wild. Somebody can think about it. Like, would you kill your mum? No. Would you kill her for $5 million? Boy, I don't. Well, it cost me one time,
Do you know what?
You get what I'm saying? So,
but I think
money can make you do things that you don't actually want to do.
But
everyone has a price.
I think if you think about it like that, I think, of course, if you know you're going to do something and it's going to make the same, like if you're a drug dealer, you're not going to do that and put yourself at risk if you're not getting paid. Do you know what I mean? Of course, there's a money aspect. Do you know what I mean? Like I said before, if I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't be in a position where I am now. I would have never been in that position had I have not done that.
But you could be in the position without doing that. You can
doing what?
You could be in the same position financially without
doing what though?
Because there's people that are richer than you that just got normal jobs.
Obviously, if I wasn't giving them, but that's what I'm saying. If for how I grew up and what opportunities I was given and the life that I lived, there was, for me going into that, there wasn't any other opportunity.
There's always opportunities because of where you come from. I hear you, but where you come from and what you do doesn't limit doesn't always limit you. There's so many stories of people that come from nothing and have made it in business and made it.
Well, I just happened to come from porn and now I'm going on to do you know what I mean? That's just my
because
story.
It was Ceesix as well. Is because there's a lot of people out there that are doing. There's prostitutes out there. There's different type of prostitutes.
Everyone's
as
got
well.
their own hustle.
Do you understand what I mean? But at the same time, when you really look at it, is it just a way like thinking it's just being lazy? It's an easy way to make money, and
do you think what we do is lazy?
I'm saying it. Well, I wouldn't say lazy.
Do you think it's like to if you knew like how much went into?
But that's what I'm saying.
But the reason I asked you the question about would you do it if it paid the same as Tesco's was because when you there's people that work hard in it, like laborers. Like there's probably no harder work than a laborer on a building site. But they don't get paid a lot of money. But they work really hard. So, but because of the money you get paid for what you do, only a certain type of person can do that. Not anybody can be a porn star. Not anybody can just go and have sex.
And some people that are in porn shouldn't be in porn, and a lot of them do it for money. And they shouldn't do it.
I think that's basically where he's going.
That's what I'm saying. But when I say lazy, you obviously I was saying there's a lot of people that do prostitution as well. Yeah. There's different levels of prostitution, and then obviously I'm saying with all of this they're being lazy.
False money.
So I'm saying with you, obviously you break it down and said, how the whole day is like an 8-hour shoot and stuff like that. It's cool. But I mean, like, I don't know.
Being self-employed, as what we have to do to sell ourselves, like what I do now, it's a full-time job. I don't take days off.
No, but I'm saying
I run my own companies. I run my own website.
With the 8-hour shoot, right?
Just specifically in porn.
In the porn, I'm saying with the 8-hour shoot, is like if somebody's saying to you, I don't know, but you go to an 8-hour shoot and you got, I don't know, $5,000, $6,000. I don't know how it works.
So you get paid by per hour.
I don't know if it's,
How's it work?
it's a shoot.
How's the porn thing?
The agency.
For cams and phones, you get paid per minute.
No, for the porn.
For porn, you get a set rate
per shot.
And then
for the shoot, the day.
And then royalties
you get
and
a
stuff.
set fee. If you're working for
do you mind asking what's the average of people?
Do you know what? I won't speak on that because everyone gets different rates.
Yeah, because there could be somebody coming to turn up just for the experience, right?
It's what do you mean?
Do they do that? Do they like come for the exposure, like what they do to like new acts of new DJs and everything?
I don't know, man. But it's as I'm just saying is that what you got for that what you getting paid for 8 hour shoot. You probably have to work maybe a month to see that. I don't know, or maybe 2. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Is that just being lazy because you feel like I can just do one shoot? Money.
I think lazy is the wrong word.
Well, it's not lazy. If you think about it, lazy, but imagine if you're having to do that every single day.
I don't think it's
because you're prepared to earn.
I don't think it's
big
the wrong
money.
Word. I don't think it's the wrong word because if you do 2 shoots for the month and you know that covers you for the next 3-4 months. That means the rest of the days you're not doing anything apart from waiting for your next shot. Your next shoot.
I don't know anyone that's like that.
I think lazy is the wrong word.
Yeah,
but I feel like
it's not because
I know
what you said
when
to
I
her,
used to do 9 to 5.
What I'm saying is that you said no, you're looking to go into uni and that, right? So because back then you couldn't be bothered to do that. Yeah.
No,
you didn't want to do it.
I
don't know. I'm just assuming.
Well, she told her story at the beginning.
So what I'm trying to say is with that is like. Somebody say, oh, you can go uni for 3 years and get a degree and go get a career or study this, right? But then they don't want to do it. It's too long. That's lazy.
She couldn't.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say? That's what I'm trying
you got to understand where she's coming from first to know.
No, but that was the first thing. All right, it might feel like an attack here.
Oh, no, it's fine.
I remember telling me a background. I remember telling me background to something about paying, something about rent in it, and you needed to make that rent or something. So
she just said her story at the beginning was that she was stripping.
Yeah,
and then she met a woman
and stripping. Yeah. How did you get into stripping? Why did you need to
why
strip?
did I become a stripper?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Was it because of the pressures of rent and stuff like that?
No, I was homeless. I lived in 4 different hostels and I went to a strip club and I knew that if I didn't strip, I weren't eating the next day.
That's what I'm saying, pressures.
So that's how I started. No, but then that's obviously, so I got into stripping like that. I was prepared to do whatever it took to better my life. Do you know what I mean?
So would you have cleaned the public toilets and stuff?
Of course I would.
So
I've done so many. I did up until I got into stripping. I've had multiple 9 to 5s. It's not that I just decided like fuck this. I used to be that dickhead that would knock on your door asking you if you want N-Power. Do you know what I mean? If you want to sign up to N-Power, I did that job.
N-Power,
do you know what I mean? Like I was
dickheads.
a roller skate instructor. I used to sell HGV licenses. I used to work in bars. I was a waitress. So it's not like I've come from, I didn't work. I've been working since I was 15 years old. I worked in clubs. I was a promoter. I did all of these things. I worked in a theatre. And I fell into this life. Mm-hmm. But for me, had I have not, obviously it might not have been necessarily the path that I would have chosen for myself back then. But do you know what? It happened. And I made my bed and I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm just going to make it the best bed ever. And and I just did what I needed to do.
Sorry, more I laugh because certain words you use certain sayings and consider your pants style.
Yeah, sorry. Make my bed. Yeah, with the Egyptian cotton sheets. But yeah, so that you know what I mean. And this is the thing. And for me, it's like obviously some people, I was willing to do whatever it took, whether I had to sell my body on camera or do any of these things. It's now allowed me to get to where I am now and given me opportunities that I never would have got had I have not had the balls to do that. So if people want to respect me or judge me for it, that's fine. At the end of the day, I'm now living my best life. I'm happy and I couldn't give a toss if people think, but you did it, but you shot your pum-pum. I don't care. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
You shot your pum-pum. I don't care.
That was the most English way.
Shot your pum-pum.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Genuinely, it's like, that's fine. Some people will maybe look at me and think, be struggling in life and be like, and obviously they don't want to do what I've done to get to where, do you know what I mean? And some people be like, well, That's fine.
Would you be happy for your daughter to do it if you had one?
Wait.
I don't know if you got children.
No, I don't have children.
Or would you be happy, or would you be so? Obviously, we spoke about that and you said no parents happy, but how would you feel if it was your daughter?
Well, that's why I didn't have kids, because I didn't think it was appropriate being a porn star and bringing kids into that world. That's why I stopped myself from having children.
Have you dated a porn star before? Like somebody
one that I got into the industry
with, yeah.
But he became,
Say he wanted to do man on man. Say he wanted to do man on man. Yeah. How would you feel about it?
I'm a bit of a freak, so that'll turn me on.
What?
I'm not gonna lie. I would be.
You know what just happened there? The whole room in their mind.
I want to know.
I'd be like, really?
I'm trying to understand at what point
is it too much?
Is it too much now? Where you say no is no to understand. So why is it okay that way? You understand me? That's because it's like
I
for
think
me.
What about animal porn?
Yeah, I think that's that. No, that's.
What's the difference? It's just it's not sex.
It's not.
What if a person has no?
Because it happens.
No
Will
way.
Smith played as a fish. Will Smith played as a fish.
No. There's real animal porn.
No, I know what you're saying.
So what's the difference with that then?
Fucking.
Like, say if a woman, the Animal Farm and those things there. What about two girls, one cup? Like
what is that? I don't.
You never heard of Animal Farm?
Shit.
No, I don't.
Animal Farm is when the woman taking horse cock.
You was watching Animal Farm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shut up, man. That'd be silly.
I don't see.
These are things that exist, bro.
Yeah, but that's not a part of my life.
No.
So
Listen, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to paint a picture now. I'm trying to understand the mind of a porn star. Like that. So when Chris said that he's gonna bring you here, like obviously
we understand the mind of a porn.
All right,
we all have different.
But what I'm saying is, there are you've told yourself, or you're telling us that you think of it in a different way.
Yeah.
So there's also porn where people do weird shit like that two girls one cup that went around where they eat a whole heap of shit.
I wouldn't genuinely know what was in their mind that they're.
But what I'm saying is, how do you feel about that as a porn star?
Me personally, that's not my that's not one of my
what
levels.
Do you feel about it? I don't like.
I'm not comfortable doing stuff like that, so I won't
not
do
you
it.
doing it, but what do you think of the woman that let the horse fuck her? It's they're
I've
porn
never
things. They are
seen
out there. It's porn.
Yeah, I think. Do you know what it is? I think
Bestiality.
that's a perversion of porn that shouldn't exist. I think things like that. What has happened in the industry now is it's gone from just doing sex isn't just enough, because the way society is, people are so fucked up now that just having basic sex is not enough. You want to see a woman getting 5 dicks in her
But isn't
arse
that because of porn?
Destroyed.
Isn't porn that has made that happen? And porn, the more you do for society, the more society you want. The more you give them, the more they want.
Yeah, I think people
it's
that
got to be
works
porn.
hand in hand, doesn't it?
No, but I'm saying it's got to be porn's fault.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying to you. It's hand in hand. You remember?
Someone would have had to realise. Do you know what? We need, someone would have had to initially have that idea that, you know what, we need to do more now. We need to start doing double anal and do this. And I feel like had someone originally never put that out, I mean, I don't know. For me personally, the way that the society is now, it's like, yeah, people are just real fucked up. And there's a lot of
because I honestly feel I feel that people don't view porn stars as people, and therefore they want to see, like as you said, like it's getting wilder and wilder, and the demands are getting wilder and wilder.
And also I think as well the reason that is because a lot of people that watch it, like those kind of things don't happen in real life.
But that's what I'm saying.
So
but
people watch them because they know it never happens in real life.
When you say real life, that is because I think that they view porn stars as not real, so they want.
Well, yeah, but porn stars aren't real, babe. Like they're not.
No,
they're a fantasy. Okay, but
no, porn stars are real. You're a real person.
Harmony Reigns exists on camera.
Yeah, but you're a person. So what I'm saying is, porn.
What you see on camera is a fabrication.
No, but listen. Let me finish what I'm saying, and you might understand me. People want more and more, and they don't want. They want more and more. So now they say, I want. They're demanding for a woman and 5 guys at one time, for example. Yeah, that's a new demand. Some girl is gonna do it because it's a demand. The porn director's got this idea or whatever, and he's got this shoot, and now she's taking 5 dicks at this one time, right?
Yeah,
it's being done by a person, but no one isn't viewing her as a person. So even though you're saying Harmony Reigns is a whatever you just said, you're still a person that is doing the perversion of what people want, just because it's getting worse and worse. Well, that's why someone's done the animal porn.
Differ, because I only ever did what I wanted to do. No one ever made me do because someone said to me in the beginning, you're never going to make it unless you do anal. You're never, unless you go on a dogging mission and get gangbangs, and if you take it, you're never going to be successful. And me personally, my view was I'm not comfortable doing that, so I'm going to do what my limits are. But obviously, sadly, there's a lot of people that don't feel like that.
Do they get forced into it?
I feel like producers will take with new girls, or maybe girls that aren't strong-minded. That's why I said it's not for everyone. They will say things like, if you don't do double vag, you're not going to do well, and you have to do anal, otherwise no one's going to book you. And a lot of these girls will believe them. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of producers will try and get as much as they can out of them.
And do you think the producers respect the women?
Some producers, no, I don't. I think it depends. Yeah, I think, do you know what? The whole aspect, all parts of it, it's all about money at the end of the day. The producers just worried about money.
I do believe people in the porn industry, especially the women, I believe, like we said, you condition your mind to deal with it and deal with people. Because it's, as soon as you jump into it, you know people are going to have that. Like, if there's people that watch porn, like regular, right? As soon as they see you, they know who you are. They'll be like just outside, you said somebody recognize you. It's like knowing that if that was early in your career happening, you might have that, oh my God, he knows what I do, or oh my God, she knows what I do. So that's something you probably condition your mind.
See, because that's what, for me, I have never ever felt ashamed. Like, I've never felt ashamed. I've never been embarrassed. I've just always embraced. So from the very beginning, when I did certain things, and people know I've never had that shame, or that I've always embraced it, and I've always been humbled by it. Like, if I went to Ireland, and I tweeted that I was in Ireland, and the head of the Garda in the specific place that I went to saw that I was there and got a couple of police officers to find me so he could get a photo. Now, me personally, I was like, wow. Like, I took that. He said, fence for me, yeah. They were outside, and they were like, you're harming me. I said, yeah. They called their guy on the radio, and he said, I told them to find you because I think you're amazing, because I'm obviously Irish, so I've mentioned that I'm Irish, so to them it's like, oh my God. So for me, that didn't embarrass me. I was like, swear down, feds are just out, or like looking for me. So to me, and that was 5 years ago. So, and people that recognize me, I've always embraced that. I've never been embarrassed. Like, I genuinely, me personally, I've never felt shame. I've never been embarrassed. I've always embraced it.
You said at the beginning,
because that's what he said. He said if you was in the beginning, if you felt like that in the beginning, you might feel a bit uncomfortable. I'm like, I've never felt like that.
After your first scene, that clip went essentially viral,
and therefore, I genuinely, I could have looked at that and gone, I'm so embarrassed. But when I looked at that, I was like, I feel so comfortable.
When it came out and you said certain people
born to do it,
I was not affected by it at all. And that's when I realized, I said, you know what, I can do this job.
This is me. I'm born.
This is me. I can do this. That's what I genuinely felt, because I looked at myself and I didn't think, oh my God, I'm naked on camera. I was like, wow, I could make a career out of this. That's how I viewed myself. Didn't matter what anyone thought. If anyone had a prejudgment, I was like, do you know what? That you can judge, you can not agree with it or not, but just know I'm happy, I'm okay, I'm looking after myself, and I'm gonna do well. And I've never been happy. Do you know what I mean? So I was never, and I think this is the thing, a lot of people stop doing things. They're stopped by doing certain things they want to do because it's just how they think other people are going to view them. And I feel since the way I feel, it's like I just worry about myself. And it doesn't matter how you view me. I'm just going to continue to live the life I want to live. And I live a great life. I have no stress. I have no headache. And so many people feel like they're restricted and don't live their life properly because they're worried about how other people are going to judge them.
So there's a lot of guys out there that say, yeah, I want to do porn. If I was to say to you, Harmony, I already
had this conversation with you. I'm like, for a man,
what would I need to be prepared for
To inject your dick.
Right. So initially, when a guy initially watches porn, he thinks in his head, I'm just gonna mash this girl, have a great time, fuck her up, have great sex, and that's it. They don't realize that you actually have to sit on set, wait around. You're gonna have to inject your penis. You might have to dip your dick in with another man's dick into the man's arse,
just to keep it numb.
It's an injectable Viagra.
Yeah.
And you got to do all of these things, and a lot of the times. Yeah, there is no actual you don't, you're not just there with the woman. So I think when guys watch porn, they just see what you see on camera and they think, yeah, I'm just gonna have sex. And a lot of people that get it's like, do you know what? This is just work. This is business. Do you know what I mean? It's not if you was just gonna fuck a woman behind closed doors. It's not the same feeling.
Right.
All right.
So just
I think you've changed my opinion on that. As I said, I never met a porn star. I never actually.
You're a bit more understanding.
I never actually thought about it, but I know that deep down, like when he asked the question last week, even you said Dizzle asked you that question and you was like, no. No, the point of the matter is, it's because we have these preconceived thoughts. Dizzle said to him, would he nyam a porn girl's pum pum? And he said, no.
Don't even look at me like
no,
that,
because they're full of semen. That's what he said. Now,
it was just bad.
But just before we start,
but based on that,
no, shut your mouth. Yeah, I want you to retract that statement because that was offensive to all porn stars. Like, because you know what it is.
I'm sorry,
no, but you know what? Can I explain? Can I explain something? No, I'm gonna explain. Don't.
I don't know. It's the fact that, do you know, it's about this because we as porn stars, we have. I'm not.
No, listen.
Stupid,
1 second before you justify it. 1 second. This is why I said why I'm saying what I'm saying, because that's just your first preconceived thought. Like, let me finish. Your first preconceived thought because you didn't actually think about it. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just literally the first thing that comes to your head.
Yeah.
So when they said, do you respect them? I've never actually thought to myself, I've never seen a porn video and been, I don't respect that woman on there. But when someone asks me the question, then I think, well, do I? Well, I don't think I do.
I did say I respected them. Though.
Hold on. So what I'm saying is, so that there, I think that's the first thing that came to his head was no. I wouldn't do that. And that's because of how people view you.
Yeah,
no,
but I will touch base.
You wasn't joking.
On that,
so you're going to have a porn girl's.
Do you know what it is? On that, but that's fine if you don't. That's his own prerogative. That's how he feels.
No, what I'm
because psychologically, he's probably thinking to himself,
shit,
she's had bare man in her vagina. But do you know what it is? When we're going back to the semen thing,
I said I respect porn women. Why are you
sex
changing
workers,
that
porn
shit?
stars have the cleanest
that's the
vaginas.
They do.
No, but we like that is because when I heard the semen dripping, I'm thinking, hang on a second, because same way like you have a skincare routine. No, I know, but that's why I was like, you know how clean. Do you know what I mean? Like our routines, same like you have a skincare routine. We have our own vagina routine. We douche, we use gels. Our vaginas are so clean. We have gold cards for the sex clinic. We get
that
vaccinated
for away the fact that you had sex though.
No, but he was saying that there'll be a woman. There'll be a woman with cum dripping out her pussy at all times, and I'm like, my vagina's fresh to death all the time. Like,
out of what you heard last week.
Yeah, because it made me feel like I wasn't clean. It was like you're trying to say that porn stars have not got a clean. Because he said, porn stars have got pum pum dripping out of her pum pum.
Let me tell you something. I know porn stars. I've always said porn star girls are the cleanest because they always have to check themselves out. They're more cleaner than normal girls.
It's the cleanliness. It's the routine that we do. Like, you think we would do a scene and let anyone, like, we flush out our vaginas. Like most women on a normal date. No, but I'm just going back to that specific comment.
But that specific comment,
I had to say, I just had to make it publicly known.
It's only because I know her as well.
Women,
that's why. Like,
I had to make it publicly known.
Different, because me and her are cool.
And he knows that we have such a serious cleaning routine, and we're so it's part of.
But you being offended by that.
I think
it was more so because it came out of Chris's mouth.
Okay, because being offended by that is the least of the things to be offended about.
No, because obviously Chris is my friend. Like we've known each other for a few years.
But he wasn't necessarily talking about you.
No, but speaking from. Just because obviously I'm here, I'm speaking on behalf of. No, I know.
So
I'm speaking on behalf. I'm speaking on behalf of just sex workers. That if you guys have the stigma or the idea that the ideology that we're not clean, that is far from the truth. That's what I was trying to change. Like with us, we are very, very clean, and we are probably cleaner than some girls that you might have experienced in your personal life. that, you know, that don't have as much as a like. Not everyone knows what even a douche is. Do you know what I mean? No one cleans out their arse and their vagina.
Doesn't the douche dry out your pussy juice?
No, but we have there's certain special liquids and special creams, and there's certain things. Do you know what I mean? We have a full routine that we do to cleanse our vagina. Right. So I get like there's
Rituals.
there's no semen just on a regular basis dripping out of vagina.
All I know about is the douche is from that film, The Sausage Party. That's
what I mean. It's that I had to just say, like, I think because a lot of people do genuinely look at porn and think you're a dirty bitch, and yeah, we're far from when it comes to hygiene, we're far from dirty.
Sausage fest.
Why for the sausage fest?
Yeah, no. But I just had to touch base on that, like hygiene wise. Like
I hear that
we're on point with our hygiene. We're not dirty.
Saying, you see, all that, even that is it probably goes back to a lot of men and even women who wouldn't date porn stars or wouldn't want to be like wouldn't have a relationship with a porn star because of that stigma.
You're more likely gonna get a girl.
I would date a porn
You're
star.
more likely gonna fuck a girl that might have fucked a guy the night before, busting her. She ain't cleaned out her vagina. She's still got cum dripping out of her pum pum. You know you're never gonna have that problem with a porn star because she's fresh. She's cleansed her vagina.
She's probably gonna tell you.
Hold on.
She's probably
No,
say,
I'm
hey
not
babe,
you
I
personally,
fucked,
but I'm
washed.
saying like statistically.
Yeah, I know you're saying there's girls. Listen, I understand you're saying there's girls out there, there's guys out there. They're doing their freakiness behind closed doors. So when you start seeing somebody as a civilian, as you call us, is that you don't know what's happening. Civilian now, but like you don't know what they really getting up to.
Yeah.
Where with porn stars, we know
at least
what
you
they're
know
doing.
we flushed out our.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It
goes back to what we're saying is. Could I be with somebody knowing they're going to work and come home after a man busting on them face?
It's Gabba's gone. It's
not
real. It's Gabba's gone.
That's what Chris has got to tell himself.
I'm telling. I'm flying that flag for my porn stars.
But women in normal life get facials and get cummed on and
some not women.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. So how?
But they want you to do
the only difference that we've just done it on camera, but it's not like normal women ain't had a cum shot to their face.
Sometimes it's Gabba's gone.
Do you know what I mean?
There's what you just
and
said,
they wash their face, same like we wash our face, but they've also had cum on them too.
I hear that. I hear what you just said.
We all get cummed on, babe.
No, not we.
You're telling me that you've never like bust on a normal one's face?
Listen, what I'm trying to say to you, listen to what I'm trying to say, yeah? Hear what I'm trying to say.
Take body, girl. Go on, Yardie. Take body, girl.
Listen, because you're not understanding. There's men in this world and there's women in this world who don't perform oral sex.
Okay.
Right? That's facts.
Yeah.
Because you're saying normal like every other woman.
No, I'm saying the people that do
but
it.
That's what I'm trying to say. So
even
if I'm with someone, it don't mean that we have oral sex. That might never exist.
Well, so maybe not just you personally.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So when I'm saying to you, that's what I'm saying. When I say me personally couldn't do it, it's because that's what I'm saying. I couldn't.
So
I don't know about Shabba. I don't know about Chris. They're happy. They said they could.
Imagine, so as an example, if you was laying down with for example, if you was laying down with a woman, if you lay down with a woman and you bust on her face, and you know you've come on her face, would you judge her because you've cummed on her face? Is it okay because you never filmed it and no one saw it?
Listen, Harmony.
Oh no, but I mean like
Harmony, I think you're misunderstanding. All he's saying is, listen, we know that people have past, people doing shit right now.
So and it's just rather it's done. But
it's not about rather. It's not about rather. These things are not thought of.
Okay.
Like I said relationship.
So like you said before, what you don't know don't hurt you.
Yeah, that's basically
so you'd rather be oblivious.
If you get with any person of a certain age, they probably had a past.
Yeah.
If you get with a porn star, they probably had a past and porn. Do you get what I'm saying? In your mind, it's like a lot of people are overthinkers. So in their mind,
is that because you wouldn't want to watch them doing it, or wouldn't you wouldn't like the fact that other people would judge you based on if you said this is my woman and everyone?
The fact is, you as a man.
I don't think that's got anything.
In people in like, I think people in general, when they get with someone, they want to think of their partner in an idealistic.
We spoke about this.
But then
before.
that's being delusional.
No, this is life. This is life.
Harmony. I asked these guys one time, would you go out with a woman if she turned around and said, I slept with over 100 men? And a lot of them said no. Yeah.
So you'd
And
rather just
so
let
they're
them
thinking-
lie to you, so you're none the
listen,
wiser, and just look at her like
let me
she's
explain,
pure
because
and
I don't
innocent.
think that you listen enough, you know. I don't mean to
Ross.
be rude.
Okay.
Stop,
No,
don't,
brother,
don't
relax.
highlight-
I didn't even say
don't
nothing.
highlight, don't highlight. I'm trying to be honest.
Relax, dog.
I'm trying to be honest. No, when you do
Just
wrong,
said, let me tell you how I feel. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like Chris and Shabba, because you know harmony, you two are not being fully yourself.
No, all right, no.
Honestly,
Do you know what? I haven't spoken a lot. I haven't even said nothing, because every time I've tried to, but every time I've tried to speak, every time I've tried to speak.
Watch this. You two have been the quietest on the podcast, right?
Because Ceesix is asking all the questions.
No, but when I said to Shabba, would you marry a porn star? He said, you have to look at it like this. And
exactly. Did I get to finish my point?
Yes or no, but to me, you were going down. Wait, hold on. You said you would, but what his point was going to bear it in mind. Like, he's basically trying to justify his yes to say he would.
You can't say that.
Bro,
you didn't let me answer the question.
That's why Ceesix said to you, you are trying to sugarcoat it. Just now, I said to you, you would date one. He said, no, I never.
Because I didn't say that.
How can you answer it so quick?
All right,
let me hold on. Wait.
Let me finish my actual point.
I'm against you. This is just.
No, because wait.
Let me finish my actual point
as well, because I know Harmy. She's told me quite a lot of the stories anyway.
But you know me enough to know that anything you say to me isn't going to offend me. So be honest. You know I'm real. You know me. You can turn around to me and be like, babes, I think you're the nastiest slag, and I go, thank you for your opinion. So I would invite you to talk. Yeah, I'm real.
All right, let me finish.
You know me. Have I ever thought that of you?
No, but you know me. So because you know me, you've got to know
last week.
you probably
see man dripping last week.
But that was a comedy joke.
That was a guys among guys.
So let me finish what I was saying. Why I said that I don't think you listen.
I was.
Because every man has this idealistic vision of their ideal woman.
Yeah.
It's not about what happens in reality, because some men do get with the girl that's been with 100 men, and they know.
Like this.
But idealistic in your mind, that's why the whole asking people body counts and shit is so stupid and juvenile. Because you don't actually want to know. Because you want to be in the moment now. Do you see what I'm saying? So hold on, let me finish. That people want to be in the moment now. So when they get with their girl and they like her and they go on dates and they start falling for her, I don't want to know about the 100 men before, because what I like and what is I don't want that to be ruined or tarnished. Do you get what I'm saying? So that is what happens. So it's not that it doesn't happen. It's just that we don't need to. You don't need to know. But when you're in the porn industry, it's just there. So no matter what you think.
So you don't like the realness of it because it's in your face. Because we're saying this is what we've done. This is our truth, and you'd rather have the fake.
It's not
because
fake.
It makes
it's
you
not
feel
fake.
But if you're with a girl that's playing with 100 men, and as long as she doesn't tell you, you're okay with it.
It's not fake because it's like this. So look, if you get anything I've done in the past, I don't have to tell you. If I've shot someone, I need to come and tell people I shot.
Not?
I don't need to tell you nothing. You don't need to know that what happened in the past. You spoke about the past being the past. So when you have your kids now, and this is,
but I would never.
But when you have your kids, based on exactly what you're saying, you have your kids when this is in your past.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't talk about it.
No, but
I would own. I have no problem owning every part of
my
past.
So I don't know. Owning it and displaying it and talking about it, two different things. You don't have to talk about it.
Yeah,
do you get what I'm saying? So when you have no, of course, if someone said, if I did something in the past and then it came to the light, then it comes to light. I will deal with it because I've done it. But what I'm saying is I don't have to glorify things and talk about the past. The past is the past. Okay. So when you have your kids and you move on, I don't expect you to say to a 10-year-old Tabitha, Mum used to be a porn star for no reason.
If the past is the past and you can move on from it, why is it a problem if a woman was to tell you I've been with 100 men? You're going to view her differently because if the past is the past, you should accept
the past is the past.
No?
And then what you've done is you've brought it into my present by telling me, by now making me think, wow, 100, what? Do I know these guys? Then you get in my you get me.
So if I did all of this off camera, it'd be okay. But it's because it's in your face.
It's not about it being. It's not about it being okay. There's so many things that happen. You don't know anything that Shabba does. If Shabba went around and stab people
Yeah.
for no reason, like
bad man.
in the back, and run off. Say no, I'm saying he done some weird shit, like all these murderers or all these rapists and stuff. Until people know what they're doing, people deal with them normal. The moment you know that, Rod, you know that my man's Jack the Ripper, like oh shit, you instantly start thinking, oh my god.
Like, so I think so basically a lot of people are just uncomfortable because it is just in your face. It's been broadcasted and it's hard to handle that.
Not everything you do needs to be broadcast. Not everything.
Initially, when you asked me, could I marry a porn star? Yeah, in my mind, I'm looking at it like this. Just like everything that you guys have already said, are the initial things that's gonna go through my mind as a man. Like, you're gonna think raw body count, raw this, raw that. Like, then at the same time, I'm looking at it from even a different view where I'm gonna be like, am I gonna be an adequate enough partner for that porn star because of everything that they've done in their job? Do you see what I'm saying to you? I'm just saying because she's gonna be. You might say so, even if you don't know if like, for example, Harmony's never done anal, but if a random person met her, you're initially gonna think everything. You're gonna think, oh my gosh, she's done this, she's gonna that. So when I was saying I don't know,
she's had line-ups left, right, and centre.
I'm looking at it from. I'm not looking at it just as that person's a porn star, because you know what? There's bare people out here that have done worse, but yet they have partners. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Like, we're tearing down porn stars, but yet we glorify people who sell drugs that kill people. Do you see what I'm not saying us.
Shabba.
No. Let me finish.
I'm not saying he's like, no, don't put that on me.
I'm saying we tear down porn stars and say that they're not.
But no one don't tear down. This is what we spoke about.
But I'm saying in general, no.
Okay, basically,
in general, what I'm basically saying
if I
is,
wasn't here if you was on a normal podcast, obviously, like the podcast you said the other day, it was fuck porn star, we don't rate them, they're nasty, dirty gal, all of this thing.
Yeah.
Which
I said dirty gal, I did.
These dirty girls.
He asked me a question and I answered. But I'm basically being devil's advocate with the thing. I'm basically saying
you're allowed to feel like that.
I'm being honest.
Alright, you said that we tear down porn stars.
No, I'm saying all I'm trying to do is play devil's advocate here. That's all I'm trying to do.
You have a more in-depth knowledge now because we've been friends and we've had deep conversations about it. You see it now, like, I know more about the industry now, so now you see me in a different way as opposed to you just saw a random. Do you know what I mean?
I've always rated porn stars.
All I was trying to do was play devil's advocate, and this is what I'm trying to say is that. All I was trying to convey to you.
You have a more open mind than other
If you talk one at a time,
all I'm trying to do is convey something. Is that we, like, even in this whole podcast, majority of our viewpoints is that we look at porn stars as though they're nasty, horrible, dirty people that get into this for the money, more time than none, rah rah rah, blah blah blah.
Or they're high.
So all I'm trying to say is, all right, we can look at a porn star like that, and that's fine and dandy. But what I'm trying to say is, we can look at somebody who sells drugs for a living, and we're all right with it. It's like, he just sells a bit, and he's making his mad peas and rah rah rah, and it's calm. But we don't call those people nasty, horrible people. Do you see what I'm trying to say here?
Let me explain.
Do you see what I'm trying to say? All I'm trying to say is they're both the same. To me, they're both the same.
Someone shotting weed is the same as somebody
selling something.
But he's selling it.
They're
both selling something. One kills, one pleasures.
And sex ain't illegal, and that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. So you're saying the man who runs the corner shop that sells sweets is the same as a porn star? Because selling is selling. No.
Why are you bringing the corner shop into this?
Let me explain something. Because you just said selling is selling.
No, I did, brother. I just said about the brother selling. The brother selling drugs and the woman selling porn. And then now you're bringing Mr. Patel from the corner shopping.
All right, let me ask you. So hold on. What's the difference? No, you tell me the justification why you're talking about.
Because it's a big difference. It's a big difference. If a man is is a porn star that sells the same as Tesco's and Waitrose. They all sell something, right?
You tell me about the drug dealer comparison.
It's wrong anyway because a drug dealer is selling a product, the woman is selling herself.
But she's the product.
Hold on. Before
she's selling herself.
They don't take you home and keep you.
I don't get what you're saying.
As a comedian, don't you sell your jokes? Don't you sell your personality? Don't you sell your
performer jokes?
That's what I'm saying. But you sell your stage presence and you get paid to do so. I'm not saying you're like me, but I'm saying obviously you're still like how about this? I monetized the way I look. There's something about me that people want to fuck. I cashed in on it. I don't do it for free. I get paid. Me personally.
Do you think that, sorry,
like,
based
I'm
on that, do you think that
monetized.
it's about you or the fact that you put yourself in that industry? Because no matter who's in there, there's not one single porn star that doesn't have what you just said. Not one.
But
there isn't no one porn star that no one wants to fuck.
Women, but that's what I'm saying. We
So
monetize,
it's the industry, it's not about you.
But we have a product that is obviously, because not every porn star makes it. Do you know what I mean? So obviously you have to have something about you that's gonna bet that you do well in this industry. Not many of us have made it, especially in the UK. Do you know what I mean?
Some dead porn stars, boy.
So this is the
They
thing.
got fans,
I've
though.
monetized. I see it as this. It's like, do you know what? If I look good, why not cash in? There are women selling their vaginas for likes on Instagram, getting their pum-pum out for free likes. And this is the thing. It's like, for me, it's like, well, I might as well get paid. If someone's going to want to look at me and think, you're sexy, I want to fuck you, I might as well monetize that. All right, I got big titties. Let me show them and get paid per minute. Why not?
All right, so let me ask you.
I feel nowhere. That's fine.
Hold on.
my.
Shabba, please explain the drug dealer comparison.
All I was basically,
because I'm baffled by it.
All right, you're baffled. So I'm basically saying this, yeah, is that a porn star is selling himself, yeah, and we look at porn stars like they're the dregs of society.
Do we really?
Of course, brother. We've just
No. Because
gone over this.
Because let me explain. Because
you just said that you don't respect a porn star.
Can we explain? What I said was, I never actually thought about a porn star until I was asked the question.
Okay.
I never thought. I never watched someone on the TV and said, "Oh, I really don't respect that lady." Well, I just don't think of them. As I said, people don't even view them. You just view them as, you don't have to see them as people. So now someone says to you, "Raw, what do you think of porn stars?" Now I'm thinking like, raw. I have to think of it like, would I want to be one? Would I want my daughters to be one? Could I respect it in that respect? Do you get what I'm saying? I don't. But a drug dealer.
Put your kids and your family aside.
But
Do
that's
you
the only way I
respect
can,
me for my hustle? I've got nothing to do with being your daughter or anything. Just me being a normal person.
I've explained to you already that if you think back, I just said you've changed my view on porn stars. Do you remember me saying that?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. So you now, based on what you're saying, I still don't get where you're coming from.
It's very simple. All right, check it like this.
Because I don't know what's ever walked down the road.
Check it like this. Yeah. We as men, we would respect. We respect a roadman that's on his on his grind. We will more so respect a man them on the bits, doing his thing, making his peas, driving up and down. We would more so.
When you say respect,
something that's
when you say respect, I want to know what you mean.
Because you know what I mean. Stop being pedantic.
No.
You blatantly know what I'm saying.
No,
like,
I'm asking you,
Chris. You know what I'm saying.
Why are you asking
Am I
Chris?
making sense?
Talk to me. Like, how is who fucking respects that? Okay. Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I want my son to do it? Okay. Do you think I want my son to be a trapper? Fuck that, bruv. The same way I won't want my daughter to be a porn star. I don't want my son to be a trapper.
Well,
Thank you for coming.
Rather interesting. I hope that the people listening to this, they'll have a different view, maybe more of a positive view of porn stars, because I certainly do.
With all due respect, like, thank you for coming. You have opened my eyes, and yes, I respect you. You're a normal person, and it's all good. No, of course, it's cool.
It's fine. It's just cool. It's one of them. It's you take it or leave it.
But I still wouldn't be happy for any of my daughters to do it.
Which
honestly.
but that's, I think, like I said before, I don't think many people would be into that.
All right, big man thing. Last thing. Have you got a sister? You don't?
No,
brothers.
Fuck no.
You have auntie?
Yeah.
You probably don't care about her, so let's not even go with let's not even go with this. You know. All right, you know what? Thank you for coming.
It's fine.
Enough respect.
Thank
Do you want to tell
listening.
people where to your webcam something? No, but
basically,
promote yourself, innit?
Do you know, just on my Instagram, just at me and your podcast, and obviously my link to my account is obviously everything's through Instagram. So I have quite a big platform on Instagram. So if you're interested in learning more about me, then follow me on Instagram.
If you want to know about a previous lifestyle, harmony reigns.
Yeah, join my OnlyFans. pay the subscription per
Shabba
month.
already joined.
So what?
He's joining, no.
So what? Do people have like they pay?
Yeah. So I have 2 subscription accounts. And also when my cams are live,
How you
they
spelling
just
that?
obviously they pay per minute to do a live show with me.
pay
But
per minute?
per minute.
So one serious question, like then we can cut. Why do people pay if porn's free?
I don't
porn,
get it,
technically,
Shabs.
porn isn't free because all what you think is free,
No.
we're cashing in on.
No.
Oh.
Free for the consumer.
Oh, like so Pornhub, you can just watch anyone getting paid.
So why would you pay £50 a minute?
The person will pay. If you pay for like my OnlyFans, if you pay for someone else in the industry OnlyFans, you're paying for personal access to that person because within that you can DM them, you can talk to them, personal. You can have a personal conversation. You can buy a custom video of me
Ceesix.
where I say your name in a video. You can have do you know what I mean? You can sext and you can get personalized selfies. It makes you feel special because it's like I'm you're like one of my number 1 fans, and I've sent you a personal selfie. So it's like
even though
it's
I paid £500 for it. Fucking stupid. I hear it.
But there's people, or there's obviously people all over the world. Do you know what I mean?
I
It's
respect
like
it, man.
Yeah.
I respect it. You well done, brother. I respect you. You've changed my thought. So you're human.
And it is just a job. I just see it as it's just a job. It is what it is.
You've changed my thought.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you
Brother, shut up, man. Your thoughts ain't changed at all, man. Chalk and
Go home,
juice.
Chris.
This your boy Dizzle Comedian. You've been watching Chalk and Cheese podcast. Stay tuned to next week. It's the best thing ever.
Cheese podcast. Put a podcast.